Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a single storyline. Sometimes these are about love, sometimes they're not. We just let the storyline take shape as it wishes to. We are starting out with a Three of Pentacles, and we have kind of like the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, little skipping rhythm to this. We have cooperation, we have a little bit of either our single character has discovered a group of close friends that they are standing shoulder to shoulder with in life right now. And so maybe relationships of romance are kind of, secondary to that because they're busy like enjoying the company of platonic friendships. That could be a real strong message in this. It could also represent that this is what our single character is longing for, wishing for. God, we have a Queen of Cups. I'm going to say this is likely our single character. They want transparent, like relationships that they can give themselves to wholeheartedly. Doesn't matter if this is a masculine or feminine, they just happen to show up as a feminine in this particular storyline. But I would say we're dealing with a single character that possibly is feminine. But the biggest thing is they got like a really, like, just a heart that is absolutely visible. Like they don't want to have to be guarded. This is not a bitter, heartbroken single character. This is somebody who, like, they know that there's great relationships out there, and those are the only kinds that they care to engage in. And I do think that they've got a couple of really close friends. I think there's a wonderful sense of, maybe I don't have love in my life right now, but damn, I got some awesome, you know, true blue friends in my life. A couple people, just maybe a very few, but I have just one or two people that, yeah, they're part of my heart. Hi, Sabrina. Great to see you, my love. Um, got the death card in the reverse, and that's never changed. I really think that this is a character who is right now counting up the relationships that really matter. And they're saying, you know what, there's in this world that seems unstable and uncertain, there are some things I can count on, and I know it. Oh, happy birthday, Sabrina. That's awesome. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Aries hopes the same for you. We have a King of Pentacles and we have a Three of Wands. So here's the thing, when a character seems to be in this beautiful energy of just saying, maybe my life feels pretty stable, maybe my life feels pretty secure, but on the other hand, stable, secure, that's beautiful, that's awesome. But maybe it feels a little bit like nothing has changed in a while. Because they're in this transparent, grateful attitude, even if they're kind of secretly wishing that there might be a change, I gotta say that we have something big coming in the future. Possibly a big, handsome man, doesn't have to be, could be a woman, but we've got this very stable, very powerful, I don't know, his knees really show up to me. So I don't know if somebody has like a lot of height in their legs or something. But we have a very powerful, someone who feels like they're a mountain. They feel safe, secure. This is what's in the future for our character. I do think our character begins, we assume that they're single. So this Queen of Cups is single. And although they have a lot of beauty in their life, things that actually feel very secure and stable, they're a little bit in a rut, and they know this. They know nothing has changed, even though they're not trying to say, man, I'm bored. No, they love the fact that they have some things they can really count on. But I do think that this character actually is wishing for a little bit of change, a little bit of something, something. And sure enough, what the future holds seems to be a very reliable, very stable, very powerful divine masculine in the very near future. So this is an awesome energy, because I think, I'm not going to say that she was sitting there going, woe is me, when is my love going to show up? But it just appears that life takes us in some funny directions sometimes. If she was in a state of gratitude and love, but also saying, it would be kind of nice to have some kind of changes, just not that I don't love what I've got, but it would be nice to have some changes, but I just don't really see anything changing. This could even be that it could be a bit of a surprise that somebody who has been a close friend could evolve into a romantic option. And that could be something our character would never have dreamed of. I don't want to make this into a weird love triangle story because there's not necessarily much to support that other than this thought just popped up in my head. You have magician. So there's magic afoot here. Sometimes the kinds of relationships, we have three people here, right? And I will say this Queen of Cups is no homewrecker. They are not, their intentions are pure. They're as transparent as glass. They care about their friends. But is it possible that surprisingly someone, say they're friends with a couple, or they're friends with somebody and that somebody's, brother or sister or whatever. Is it possible that it's like, oh yeah, I mean, that duo will be together forever, of course, and all three of us will always stay friends. Nothing is written in stone. Life changes all the time. And if there is a massive change here, it could be that shockingly, surprisingly, you notice that we have a chess game. A chess game really shows us on that Three of Wands the fact that sometimes pieces move on the chessboard. Sometimes how we assumed it was going to all play out. I'm friends with this couple. I'll always be friends with them. They'll stay together forever. They may not stay together forever. And our Queen of Cups could find themselves facing, and maybe, I don't think our queen has to be guilty about this at all, but maybe there's a little piece of them that thought, wow, that whatever the masculine counterpart of that relationship of my friends, he's terrific. That's a wonderful person. Someday maybe I'll meet somebody a lot like that, because it's about what I'd pick for myself. I'd like to manifest somebody like that without meaning to. I'm not saying that our character manifested that couple breaking up, but this storyline is a little bit complex. We got a couple threes in here. We got some things that our character never expected to change, and they never intended things to change. And if anything, they were in a place of gratitude for the collaborations that they had in their life. But this King of Pentacles seemingly emerges from nowhere in the upcoming future, and it's all because chess pieces move on the chessboard of life. So I'm reading this like I think our Queen of Cups could wind up in a romance with someone who once upon a time was a platonic friend in a friend group. And I do not think that our Queen of Cups created, no, she definitely did not make this happen. We have Justice in the reverse. It's the first card I saw, and I don't even know what the rest are yet, but it's in the reverse. She didn't do anything to make this relationship break apart. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I would argue in this, she's completely innocent. She did not have designs on someone. If anything, I think there was a lot of respect. And I do not think she saw this coming. With that Death card in the reverse, she wasn't like, ooh, I hope they break up someday because I'm going to swoop in and steal your man. That is not what this was. She didn't have any designs on this. She wasn't attempting to lure somebody away from their loyalty. None of that. She has nothing to do with this breakup, even if she knows both of these people. We have got the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the, sorry, I can barely read it, Nine of Pentacles. And those two came out sideways, and they're very busy cards, so it's a little hard for my eyes to read. I mean, the Eight and the Nine of Pentacles, if anything, I would say she's going to be the one who's resistant or feels like, this King of Pentacles, he may approach her to say, somewhere in the next 3 months, he may approach this Queen of Cups to say, hi, I'm single. It may be him trying to make a move on her. And even if there was a little flicker of like, oh my God, I always hoped I would meet someone like you, but you belonged to my friend. I wasn't trying to make you like come my way. And oh God, I don't know if I could do this. Can I deal with somebody who used to be somebody else's man, somebody else's woman, that I was friends with the other half of that equation? there's like a reconfiguration of relationships, and she's kind of wondering, what do I give energy to? I know I didn't do this. I know I didn't make this happen. I know I had no, unpure intentions, but can I work on building a relationship with someone who presents themselves to me under unique circumstances? And did I half wish for this without realizing it? Did I manifest any of this? You know what I would say? She doesn't probably have to worry too much about that, because everyone is responsible for their own choices in life. If she wasn't out there trying to capture, come on, come be with me. If she wasn't out there trying to lure somebody away, then her hands are clean. She did nothing. Nothing. If a relationship between two other people dissolves, and if that person is attracted to her and now comes toward her now that they find themselves single, again, I don't think she bears any of the burden of this. I don't think she has to factor in anything about, like, God, did I manifest this just a little bit by thinking highly of this person and wanting to meet someone like them someday? Did I manifest them coming toward me? No, because you can manifest stuff for your own self, but you don't have control over others. Nobody can cast a spell on somebody else and make them do something. Free will and personal responsibility are the facts of life. This, did I manifest this breakup and manifest them coming toward me? You can't make somebody else do something if she was out there, intentionally trying to drive a wedge between them, telling lies. There's certainly things, but that's not manifesting. That would be real action taking. She didn't do any of that. She's been very pure in this. And I think, if anything, she's proving how pure and innocent she is, because she's concerned about this. I'm kind of worried about this. I don't know what I think about this. Would I want to work on building a connection with someone? I mean, maybe they're freshly out of a relationship. Gosh, I don't know what to do with this. She thinks about her actions before she does things. By the way, she might be a great cook. She might be somebody who, she might not even just cook. This could be somebody who does things like, in their own home, they do tie-dye of, clothing, or they like to do different projects. Maybe they steep, special teas and tinctures. But I feel like she does spend some time, as like I don't know, maybe in the culinary arts, or maybe doing something where she's mindful about what ingredients she puts into things. That could be her work, or that could be something that, like, depicts how she lives her life. She's mindful about what she does, how she does it, how much she measures. She wants life to be done right. She doesn't want to accrue any negative karma. I don't think that's a problem here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles is coming right toward her. God, Five of Swords. I do feel like it's not a love triangle. It's that a group that she was friends with has dissolved, and this King of Pentacles is approaching her. They might tell her that they have wanted to be with her for a long time. They may be telling her that. They may be revealing, like, it was not all roses. Everybody thought we were the perfect couple. We were awful together. We put on a big unicorn happy face, and behind closed doors, it was awful. They may be coming forward to actually say, life isn't always what you think it is. The sunny, happy, perfect couple could have had a nightmare behind closed doors, or it devolved over time. We have the Hierophant in the reverse, and we have the Moon. Yeah, what you don't know is that we were not a happily married couple. There was a lot of illusion here, a lot of illusion. Even here with the blue caterpillar. I don't know, somebody smoked a lot, but there was so much was hidden from everyone else's view. And that's what they're coming forward, because they don't feel guilty either. If this King of Pentacles cares about, likes, respects, admires, and wants to manifest a relationship with her, here's what I would argue. I would argue this. Certainly there's like that unspoken rule that, if you were friends with somebody and then they break up, then either you can't ever date that person, because it's like, oh no, that's taboo, or there has to be like a grace period and you can't date that person for X amount of time. What I would argue is nobody has claims to anybody else. Every adult human gets to decide what's right for them and when things are right for them. Just because there's unspoken taboo and grace periods and all that, I disagree with all that. I think characters, I mean, they may not be well liked for getting together soon after a relationship ends, but this was seemingly a pretty miserable situation. So why would that King of Pentacles have to sit and wait out of respect for a really toxic connection that is over? Why would they have to sit and wait for some grace period before they're allowed to approach somebody that they think is wonderful? Otherwise, somehow they're a monster for that. I don't know. I guess I don't really hold with some of those, like rules of conduct. I guess it's a case-by-case situation. I guess it depends on what characters feel is appropriate or inappropriate. But I guess I'm always just like, well, life is pretty short. And if a situation is done and doors are really closed and everybody knows it and there's no secrets involved, I don't know why characters can't just get busy living life again. Things don't need to be a big, huge drama. Something that was miserable that is now over, they're free. Why can't they move on with life? And why can't they go after somebody that they admire and respect without these feelings of guilt? And I kind of think that's his opinion on it for sure. I think, if anything, the only person that is guilty feeling is the one person who has nothing to do with it anyway. But as a Queen of Cups, she still is like, wow, this emotionally, like, oh, I don't want to be the person that is looked at as a home wrecker or something. But she's the least person who has any of the blame to carry in whatever happened. So what's her move going to be? This single person, what's going to happen here? We have got the High Priestess in the reverse. I got to say, I kind of think she'll come around to that same conclusion. Correct. Why would I need to hold back? Why? Maybe in truth, even though I was friends with both of them, maybe deep down, I'm not really stunned. Maybe deep down, this isn't a shocker to discover, because sometimes high priestesses can pick up on all kinds of interesting energies where it's like, they seem like the perfect couple, but it seems like it's for show. And for some reason, I think I'm supposed to be with them, but my God, I'd never say it out loud. I think it's almost like when she just simply accepts, I'm an empath. I didn't intend to take anybody's relationship apart. I intentionally avoided anything like that. But in truth, did I actually know deep down that this might be coming at some point in time? Maybe the truth is yes. But I never would have said it, acted on it, or, tried to encourage it. And I just think that, look, it is what it is. A situation that is over and a person who is knocking on her door in the next 3 months in this storyline. I personally hope she goes for it. I hope she allows herself. This person is single, they're divorced. It's the mess is over, the dust has settled, and they are here knocking on her door. I hope she doesn't feel like she somehow has this bizarre obligation to say, well, I'd love to date you, you're amazing, but I cannot because unfortunately you met somebody else before you'd met me, and then I unfortunately met you guys as friends, and so now you're just taboo and I can never have love with you because that would just be that would be such a cosmic mistake. You can never be with a person that's meant for you because unfortunately you guys met a little bit later than they met somebody else, and other relationships happen. I mean, that's just the adult world. Relationships happen, relationships break up, we meet other people, and eventually we kind of maybe hopefully find the thing that clicks for us, even if there's some trial and error. But I don't see this as a story where anybody's doing anybody wrong. And that part I really enjoyed about it. Good to see everyone tonight. Dwayne Anderson, hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You are so awesome. JPV, great to see you, honey. Hi, Christina Peterson. Misty Barrett, hi. Jason Braun's in the house. Great to see you, honey. Hi, Carolyn Dean. I'm delighted you made it to the live. And happy 54th birthday again, Sabrina. That is a beautiful number. That's awesome. Change and balance all rolled into one with 5 and 4. That is awesome. Anonymous Angel, hi, sweetie. Hi, Nat Louise. You guys are so awesome. Nat Louise, was it you? No, no, I think it was Nat Tosh. Excuse me, Nat Louise, Nat Tosh. You guys start your names with the same NAT and then a second name. Somebody told me today that they liked my hair, and I was reminded, and I've been chuckling about it all day, that because I said my hair thanks you in their comment, but it was reminding me. Once upon a time, I went to the Blue Man Group, the show in Vegas, which amazing. But as I was being like ushered in, one of the ushers said to me, um, "Your hair is lovely. Thank you for bringing it." And he was very much like Moss from the IT crowd, and I have a huge crush on. Oh gosh, what is it? Richard Ayoade. I think he is such a great, like, dry comedian, And I've been chuckling about that all day because it stirred up that memory. So sorry. Oh, it was you, Nat Louise. Okay, okay, good. I'm glad I didn't get it wrong. But it's funny how one thought sparks another, sparks another. So thank you for giving me a happy little chuckle for the rest of the day today, because I kept thinking about that and I was like, he even looked like Moss from the IT crowd. He even looked like that character from Richard Ayoade, and the way he spoke was, exactly like that. And I just remember that. But yeah. Oh, okay, wonderful. That's awesome. Nat Louise, Natasha. Okay, perfect. Also, I'm glad my brain isn't slipping, because I was like, wait a second, Nat Louise. Why do I think Nat Louise is Nat Tosh? Now it all clicks. Okay. No, sweetheart, you can have any name you want. I think it's a good thing to find the name that suits you, or try on different ones if it doesn't suit you. I think that's awesome. Anyway, thank you for the beautiful compliment, but also thank you more than anything for the adorable memory. You guys, thanks again. Nice to see everybody tonight. All right, you guys, lots of love. Have a great evening. I will see you guys at midnight. I'll still be posting the today's topic for the 6th of September. So my pleasure, Nat Louise. Bye, guys. Take care.